Hello, Scorpio. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How are you guys? This is your love and life reading for the first half of September, September 1st through the 15th, 2019. General reading. As always, Scorpio, it will not resonate with every single person out there. So please do take from it whatever makes sense for your situation and release the rest. If you are interested in a private reading, I do offer that, and all the information is down below in the description box. I will also have a list of all of the card decks that I feature during my readings. All right, guys, so let's get started, Scorpio. What I wanted to do is tap into a couple of focus messages from the Fire Witch Tarot Infinity Oracle, and then let's take a look and see what comes through for you. So angels and spirit guides for Scorpio, please. Please bring forward focus messages for this first half of September, and what messages Scorpio would benefit from at this time. All right, guys, let's grab a couple cards. Unwind and relax. Perhaps, Scorpio, you have just been either working too much, burning the candle at both ends, and you haven't had much time to yourself or to take a break or a vacation. This is a focused message coming through for some of you that it's time to definitely take a breather, take a break, unwind, and relax. Let's grab one more. Whoa, you're mine. All right, so there's somebody that you are more than likely thinking about for this reading, guys, and you are basically wanting this person and nobody else. You have your sights on this particular individual. They are the one that you want, and let's pull some additional cards to see if they feel the same. But you know, whoever it is that you're focused on, you're mine. You want this person. All right, I want to also grab a focus message from the Moonology card deck to add to this. So angels and spirit guides for Scorpio, please bring it forward for me. One additional focus message for the first half of September for Scorpio, please. Wow, believe in the impossible. That's tapping into that blue moon energy. So believe in the impossible, Scorpio. What you may feel is impossible at this time may not be so impossible after all. So we'll delve into that and keep those energies and focus messages in mind as we go through your reading, Scorpio, okay? So I wanted to start off with the Twin Flame Shadows deck. This is by Angela from Mystic Moon. This delves into the darker aspects of a connection, of a relationship, or an issue that is going on in your life at the moment, Scorpio. It's in the shadows because you are either not aware of it, or there are certain aspects of a situation or relationship that has not been brought to light, okay? Or it's being hidden from you. So let's take a look. Angels and spirit guides for Scorpio, please bring it forward for me. What is in the shadows for Scorpio that needs to come through? There's that disconnected energy here. Someone has either disconnected from you, Scorpio, or vice versa, for whatever reason. Perhaps distance was needed between the two of you, a person that you have in mind for this reading, in order for either this person to appreciate you better or the connection. Or perhaps you guys needed distance and separation in order to realize, this is the one I want. You're mine. You're the one that I want to be mine. Okay? So for those of you guys tapping into the energies of this reading, I do feel more than likely I read for the collective, mostly for those of you who are in separation. Okay? Walking away. This is such a prominent card that keeps jumping out for the first half of September. There's a lot of walking away here. So more than likely, I'm typically tap into divine feminine energy with this card. But of course, you know, whoever is identifying with that message of walking away, because there is this disconnection between you and this person, Scorpio. But, believe in the impossible. Perhaps once you guys went into separation, whoever it was that went into this feeling of regret over the breakup or separation, and feeling that possibly it's impossible for you guys to work through whatever it was that brought down the relationship into separation, because it's coming through here that you should believe in the impossible, that there's a potential that you guys could eventually work things out. So don't give up quite yet, What else do we need to know for Scorpio, please? Angels and spirit guides. Secondary. Perhaps when you guys were together, especially my divine feminines, because, if you look at these cards here, clearly we have two female figures there, both with their backs turned, walking away. So I've got a divine feminine here who is not happy, feeling disconnected somehow, feeling stressed out, feeling like she was not first on the priority list of her divine masculine, possibly, or whoever is identifying with these messages. It doesn't have to be so gender specific. With that secondary energy, it's somebody who's not putting you first. You're a secondary thought. You're an afterthought. And perhaps that's part of the reason why, if you are a divine feminine Scorpio, perhaps that's why you're choosing to walk away from this individual. Even though in your heart, you feel like this is my person, but until they give me what it is that I deserve, then I'm walking away. Until they make me a priority, I'm walking away. And it might feel impossible right now as far as a reconciliation or reconnection. But this is saying believe in the impossible. So let's see what else the rest of the cards have to say. There's a warning coming through here. We'll have to dig a little deeper into that warning to see what that's about, Let me grab one more. There's that elusive energy. Whenever this comes through, I just feel like somebody is just not available, not wanting to make themselves available. Perhaps they are just been very hard to reach. You've tried to call, you've tried to text, and they're either avoiding your calls, avoiding your texts, just not being available for you. They're being very elusive in what it is that they're doing when they're away from you. And perhaps that's part of the warning here, and perhaps that it's also contributing to the reason why there is this disconnection. And all of these aspects here, guys, these are in the shadows. These are what is being hidden from you at this time. So we'll dig a little deeper there, guys, to see why that is. But that's currently what is being hidden from you, or what is in the shadows of this love connection especially. So angels and spirit guides, we are in need of clarity for Scorpio, please. What else do we need to know in love, in life, for Scorpio, for the collective, for this first half of September? Please bring it forward for me. What else do we need to know here? Why is there disconnection? Why does someone want to walk away? What is up with this warning? We've got, interesting, okay, this is the Temptation card in this deck. It's tapping into the devil energy in traditional tarot. Typically that does tap into Capricorn energy, guys. So if you are thinking of a Capricorn, that's certainly tapping into the person that you're thinking about for this reading. Could also be other earth signs as well. So Virgo and Taurus could be tapped into that as well. But typically it is Capricorn for the Devil card in traditional tarot. That represents restriction of some sort, stagnant energy, someone who might be feeling trapped, somebody who is dealing typically with addictions, but it is falling in the reverse here. So when that comes up in the reverse with that Devil card, it's interesting because it represents freedom and release and restoring control in a situation. So if that is you, Scorpio, it's certainly tapping into that. Breaking free from a situation. And that ultimately does tap into the same type of energy as walking away. Breaking free from a relationship because they made you feel less than, or they made you feel as though you were not their priority. And it's interesting still how we do have that focus card of your mind, you know, believe in the impossible. So perhaps it takes this person having to do a little bit of soul searching, having to grow up a little bit and realize the error of their ways, and that ultimately they are releasing someone from their life that is actually a very good individual. You know, especially Scorpio, if you feel as though this person just allowed you to walk out of their life without fighting for you, you know, and for others, you wanted to release yourself from this connection because they just weren't offering you the type of love and affection and attention that you deserved. So you wanted your freedom. You wanted to walk away. And perhaps part of this your mind energy is that you've moved on to somebody else that you are receiving that type of love from. Perhaps there was a time when you felt as though you were never going to find love, not the kind that you were looking for anyway. That could be of either a soulmate or twin flame type energy. You know, so believe in the impossible, because for some of you guys, I'm feeling you might be in that headspace where you feel as though you're never going to be lucky in love. You know, nothing could be further from the truth, guys, because the potential for you to find happiness is certainly here. Believe in what is impossible. So things that we believe are impossible, it's different for every Scorpio tuning in. So whatever it is that you are truly wanting and feeling as though it might be a lost cause or that it's never going to happen, that may not be the case, guys, coming into this first half of September. There might be a surprise right around the corner that you might not even be aware of. So, you know, let's add to this with some additional cards. Let's see what else needs to come through for you guys. Angels and spirit guides. For Scorpio, what else do we need to know, please? Three of Swords energy. So some of you guys are in heartache and loss. That does tap into swords, air energy. So for some of you guys, you might be thinking about a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini. Somebody who broke your heart. Someone that you are more than likely in separation from. You know, it's falling right below that walking away card. Claiming your freedom because things were just too painful for you to stay is what I'm feeling here. But yeah, that's what that taps into. You're heartbroken, especially for my divine feminines. Somebody broke your heart. And interestingly enough, you know, going back to this focus message of your mind, perhaps part of that energy is somebody who's just a little bit too over possessive, you know, like you're mine, you can't be with anybody else. You know, if I can't have you, then no one else will. That type of energy. And if that is something that you're resonating with, guys, especially my divine feminines, that certainly is a warning for you if that is the type of person that you're dealing with. And walking away would actually be a very good move for you if you haven't done it already. That's coming through here. It's trying to warn you that that's possibly what you should try to do. or entertain, because with that Devil reversed, you know, it is bringing forward freedom, the need for freedom in a situation, in a relationship, and getting control back in your life, you know, releasing things, people, elements of your life that need to go. So I didn't tap into that earlier with that your mind energy, because it's such a positive type vibe typically. But for some of you guys, I do feel that this is somebody who's just very overpowering, very over possessive. What else, please, for Scorpio, angels and spirit guides? What else do we need to know, please, at this time for my Scorpios? Please bring it forward. We now have, it says harmony. This is the Lover's card in traditional tarot, but that came up reversed, guys. For some of you guys, you might be thinking about a Gemini for this reading, or a fellow air sign, Libra or Aquarius. But typically it is Gemini energy with that Lover's card. Now, with it coming up reversed, this is a loss of balance, and there is disharmony in a situation. Another reason perhaps why somebody had to walk away. With that imbalance coming through there, you know, there just wasn't an equal exchange between two people. Somebody may have been giving too much and the other one just kept taking. And I have a feeling, more than likely, it was my divine feminine who just kept giving her all towards the connection. And the divine masculine here was just not appreciating the effort and just coming forward, giving the divine feminine this secondary energy where she just wasn't his priority. That's what I'm feeling here. And so it was just a matter of time before my divine feminine chose to disconnect and go in another direction here. What else, please, for Scorpio? I have a feeling some of you guys may have dealt with somebody that just played a lot of head games with you, insulted you, made you feel small, made you feel less than. You know, making you feel as though you're not worthy or that you're never going to find love out there, you know, that you belong with them and you're mine, that type of mentality. No one else can have you. That's what I'm feeling here. And whoever had to deal with that, you're a lot stronger than you realize. You're actually not trapped. You're not imprisoned by this person. You can certainly exercise your free will and walk out at any given time. No doubt about it. For some of you guys, you had a lot of love for this individual, but you have to love yourself first and walk away when it's time, if you haven't done that already. But I love this card. This next card coming through is the Six of Wands, victory and success. Fire energy for some of you guys, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, as I had mentioned. So things are ultimately going to shift for the better. You will eventually be victorious here, Scorpio. Success is coming in for you. Part of this walking away process is headed towards a better day, a better future. You know, so again, if you've been through hell and back in regard to a relationship and somebody that just disrespected you, made you feel like you were secondary, would be elusive, you know, when you needed them, they just weren't available for you, ignoring your calls, ignoring your messages, very difficult to pin down, that type of energy. You know, I feel that you guys have definitely dealt with somebody that brought forward all of these challenges. Somebody who's very possessive, I'm feeling. But success is here for you. That's part of the energy of that Six of Wands. And look at this bottom card here, guys. There is hope. There is hope that's coming in for you. That is the Star card in traditional tarot. typically taps into Aquarius energy, but other air signs as well. Libra and Gemini here. But yeah, this is hope, faith, optimism, peace, well-being, your spirituality, and finally, healing. Healing that is so needed for you, whoever is resonating with this. Because I feel that you have gone through your fair share of challenges. It doesn't just have to be divine feminine. It's really whoever is identifying with the messages that are coming through here. Truly, it doesn't have to be so gender specific. But this is success now. This is enlightenment. This is a wish coming true for you. You know, believe in the impossible, guys. Because I think it's your turn. You know, it is your turn to finally have your day. The impossible can be possible. That is a part of the energy of that star card. So it truly is resonating off of each other. It's not impossible. You can find love. You can find happiness towards somebody that is deserving of you. Follow your gut, you know, follow your instincts. You can achieve anything, guys. Your goals, your desires, whatever it is, whether it is in relation to a love connection, your relationships, your life, certain aspects of your life that have been challenging you. All of those things can shift and change and improve with the star card right here. And for some of you guys, part of this walking away process is you have found love already. Perhaps it's brand new. But it certainly is indicative of a strong love between two people. That's part of the energy of the star card as well. It may not seem like it right now for some of you guys, but everything's going to work itself out better than you ever expected. That's part of that impossibility that's coming forward here. Believe in it. You've got two cards that are mirroring each other here, that what seems impossible is really not. And if this person made you feel as though things were impossible, or that there's no way in hell that you're going to find happiness away from me type thing, well, we all know that that's not true. You know, that's full of crap. Because you absolutely are deserving of that, and you will be blessed with it. That's what's coming through here. Your faith will be restored with the star card present in your reading. If things were crazy and chaotic with this individual, with that star card coming in, this brings you tranquility. This brings you serenity. And there's nothing that this person can do to ever interfere with that. Okay, so let's add to this, guys, with some romance angels. So angels and spirit guides for Scorpio. What else do we need to know, please, for Scorpio? Love and relationships. Romance. What else do we need to know? Yeah, we've got, look at that. Pay attention to the red flags. Free yourself. Jeez. That's totally reiterating what's already here. And look at this bottom card. We have separation. Crazy. Part of those red flags is tapping into the energies of the warning card here. It's trying to grab your attention, Scorpio, so definitely pay attention to that. If you haven't already walked away from this person who is coming forward as very possessive, just not a very nice individual, trying to control you, you know, it's time to take back control. Free yourself from anybody who's ever made you feel secondary, who didn't put you first. You know, more than likely you guys are already in separation for some of you. Keep it that way. You know, they don't deserve your presence. Especially if they feel or made you feel that you were a possession. You know, it's like, you're mine. No one else can have you. that type of thing. It's like, oh, hell no, I am my own person. You don't own me. You know, take back control of your life, guys, especially if this is resonating with you and you are feeling trapped in a relationship or a situation. You can break free at any given time. Any given time. Yeah, that is what I'm grabbing from that. All right, guys, so let's set these aside. And I want to tap into some dialogue messages here between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It may or may not tie into what's been already expressed here through these cards. So let's take a look at that. So tapping into divine feminine energy. Using the Twin Flame Messages by Mystic Moon. Divine feminine energy, please, for Scorpio, angels, and spirit guides. Please bring it forward for me. So what does the divine feminine need to say here? What words need to be expressed here from the divine feminine? Angels and spirit guides, please bring it forward. Your beauty still moves me. So there's somebody that the divine feminine is very attracted to. Very attracted to. You know, so tapping into the more happier, more positive aspects of this particular card, there is somebody that I feel for some of you, especially divine feminine, where you feel that this is somebody that you want to be yours. You have your eye set on this divine masculine. They are the one that you want. You are highly attracted to them. Let's see what else. And perhaps you're in that headspace of feeling like, you know what? This guy is never going to look my way. He's never going to be my man. He's never going to be mine. Well, look at that. Believe in the impossible, right? You've got this card coming through, and you've got the Hope card, representative of the star here, telling you that what seems impossible is not so impossible. It's all in your headspace, okay? Let's grab one more. For the divine feminine, I've thought a lot about you lately. Okay, so I have a divine feminine here who is heavily thinking about a particular divine masculine. Okay, so let's add to this with the Twin Flame Messages Volume 2 deck by Mystic Moon. And if I haven't mentioned already, guys, you don't have to identify with that twin flame connection. That is just the name of the card deck. So this is now divine masculine energy, and what the divine masculine feels he needs to express at this time. And oftentimes, guys, these are unspoken words. These are typically feelings that have not been expressed, but this reading gives those feelings and emotions an outlet to be expressed. All right, so this is divine masculine energy and vibrations. Let's take a look. Wow, I will make things right between us one day. That's interesting. So for those of you guys who chose to walk away, who chose to break free, who are in separation, there is this disconnection. Perhaps this particular divine masculine didn't appreciate the divine feminine when he had her. So now he's coming through saying, I will make things right between us one day. Well, that's fine and dandy, but you know, by the time he figures that out, will the divine feminine want him back? That is the question. Look at this bottom of the deck card. I'm still haunted by my actions. The card after that. I feel too much pressure right now. Yeah, as he should, especially if he was being an ass. Let's add to this. Okay, so there's a couple of decks here, guys. Brand new decks that I've received from Waite Tarot. Okay, so this taps into twin flame and or soulmate unspoken messages. So once again, tapping into divine feminine energy, because I feel that there's other things here that need to be expressed between two people. You don't have to resonate with each and every message that comes through here, guys. Take it for however way it makes sense for your life, your situation, your relationship. All right, so Divine Feminine, what else does she need to say? Because I feel that the Divine Feminine has something else that she needs to get off her chest. Clearly, she's thinking about a Divine Masculine, finds him very attractive. And if you are Divine Feminine tuning in, there's somebody that you really want. Yep, look at this. I've been thinking about you. My Divine Feminines, you guys are heavily thinking about a particular someone here. Somebody that you are very highly attracted to. I've been thinking about you. I've thought a lot about you lately. It's pretty much the same type of energy. All right. So now tapping into Divine Masculine, Unspoken Messages Volume 2, once again by Waite Tarot. What else needs to be expressed here, guys? What else? There we go. Oh, I knew it. The thought of you with someone else triggers me. I knew it. There's somebody that's coming through here being very possessive of a Divine Feminine. Yeah. The thought of you with someone else triggers me. Hold on, guys. Let me just grab some water here. So clearly we have a Divine Masculine here who is a tad possessive of the Divine Feminine. So that's being reiterated there. And perhaps that's part of that warning that is coming through there. All right. So let's add to this, guys, with some Lovers Oracle. What else, please, for Scorpio? Angels and Spirit Guides. What else do we need to know? Okay, let's grab this bottom card. All right. First card. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. Sorry, guys. For it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. That is coming through here. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. For it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. It's so true. Especially if you're dealing with somebody, again, who's made you feel guilty, or that you were an afterthought, or that you were not their priority, you know? And for those of you who have walked away and found a different direction for yourself and have moved on to somebody else, look at this card. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. I mean, you'll be fine. You will find love again if you haven't already, or as a result of freeing yourself from this person that just did not treat you right and broke your heart. Love will find you if it hasn't already. Because this Divine Masculine that's coming through here, for some of you, or whoever is identifying with that message, they just did not treat you right. You know, they have regrets. You know, we do have a message here that says, I will make things right between us one day. But what I'm tapping into here is I have a Divine Feminine here who might not be interested. There's somebody else that my Divine Feminine is thinking about. It could very well be somebody that she considers to be her true soulmate or twin flame. And there's somebody else here on the sidelines that's being triggered as a result of the divine feminine moving on with her life towards a better relationship. And of course, guys, it could be reversed. It doesn't have to be so gender specific. Whatever part of this reading you're resonating with and you're able to tap into the energies of whatever is coming through here, then it's meant for you. But ultimately, there's somebody coming forward with that possessive energy, ended up not treating you right, Scorpio. And if you have already walked away from this person and have found love and happiness elsewhere, fantastic. If you haven't, these are parts of the warnings that are coming through from this reading to let you know that you would be better off by freeing yourself and paying attention to the warnings and red flags that are coming forward here. You would be better off by walking away and going into separation away from this individual who is still being triggered by certain things that they've done, and actually seeing you moving on and being happy or content in another relationship. They can't deal with it because at the end of the day, they might already know that you have someone else in your heart, that you're thinking about somebody else, and they can't handle that. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes, and perhaps this person wasn't ready to see you move on to somebody else. That's what I'm getting from that. All right, so let's move on. Let us move on. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab... What else do I need to get? Let's grab some angel answers here. So angels and spirit guides. If you have a particular question in mind, Scorpio, this is the time to ask your question. Focus on an answer that you have in mind. And let's take a look and see if the angels can bring forward an answer that you can resonate with. You don't have to resonate with each and every card. Whatever makes sense for you, your life, your situation. Listen to your intuition. Follow your gut, Scorpio. Especially those of you guys who are dealing with somebody that has made you feel small, made you feel less than who you are, made you feel unloved, broke your heart. There is this disconnection between the two of you. They're being possessive, you're mine, nobody else can have you type energy. Listen to your gut. If you feel that it is time for you to ultimately walk away from this individual, pay attention to that. Because there's something better that wants to come in for you if it hasn't already. If romance hasn't found you just yet, it will. You will heal this broken heart of yours. You will get past that. There is victory and success that wants to come in for you if it hasn't already. You are being blessed by the Star card, giving you the hope that is so needed here, because I'm feeling for some of you guys, you dealt with somebody that hurt you and took any sign of hope away from you. They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you move on to somebody else. Regardless of the fact that you more than likely are in separation from this person, they can't deal with it because possibly you found love elsewhere. So this is so important, guys. Listen to your intuition. It's telling you so much, and you have to pay attention to that. Okay, let's grab some more answers. What else, please, for Scorpio, angels and spirit guides? It's not the right time. Isn't that interesting? That's coming through for some of you guys. So if there is a particular action that you've been wanting to take, Perhaps there is a waiting period that is involved here. It doesn't necessarily just have to be in regard to your romantic relationships. It could be tapping into an aspect of your life that perhaps you're about to make some life-altering decisions. Angels are coming through to let you know that, just give it a second. It's not the right time to take action here. Okay, that's for some of you guys. Let's grab another one. And not to say that what it is that you're asking won't happen, okay? Believe in the impossible. It's just coming through to let you know that it might just take a little bit longer, all right? That time is involved here. It's not the right time. Just have a little bit of patience for things to come to fruition, and eventually it will, okay? Let's grab one or two more. Choose a new direction. Yes, that's part of this walking away. That's part of choosing a new direction for yourself. By doing so, this is what's coming in for you. Victory and success, as well as romance. That's what's coming in for you as a part of a new journey, a new chapter in your life, Scorpio. So that's actually really, really nice. And look at this bottom of the deck, in the near future. So even though we have a message here that's saying it's not the right time for some of you, eventually, I really feel it's really not that long a wait, And look at the card right after, in the near future. Look at that. That is what's coming in for you, Scorpio. That is what's coming in for you. Things are ultimately going to go your way, not only in regard to your love life, but in aspects of your life that are being challenged at this time. Things are ultimately going to improve and get better. You will be successful. Welcome in that energy, that vibration of being successful, even though you may feel as though you're just not successful at this time. It's all in your mindset. If you feel that success is impossible, no, it's not. Believe in it and you can have it. You can absolutely have it, Scorpio. You can have anything and everything that you have your mind set on. Remember, with the Star card, the impossible can be possible. Make a wish. It just may come true. All right, Scorpio. So that's where I'm going to leave this reading, guys. I know that there's a lot to take in from this. So I hope whatever part of this reading was able to resonate with you, that it offered you the insight that you needed at this time. If you would like a personal private reading from me, that information is down below in the description box. And thank you so very much for tuning in, Scorpio. I will see you guys next time. Take care.